Bak Blok Talk podcast.
What's going on, y'all? I want to welcome y'all to the Bak Blok Talk podcast. I am your host, Alamo. We on the back block right now as we speak. We got a lot of things to talk about today. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I didn't do too much. I don't really believe in. I ain't gonna say I don't believe in, but Christmas is something more of a something that's taken away from what you need on your everyday life. That I feel. You know what I mean? I don't really like to get into it because I don't want to hurt nobody else's feelings or take anything away from nobody. You know what I mean? I want everybody to feel free to do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, it's all free will. It's just if you're going to keep it thorough or you're not. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about today. I want to get into the king of R&B first and foremost. I came up off R&B in the 90s. I used to have a group called Intellect. We did a lot of stuff. We did the 150th Smithsonian anniversary with 95. It was WPGC 95.5. This was before Tigger was Big Tigger, before the basement. Shit, man, we did stuff when it was a Washington Bullets. What else we had, man? A lot of different shit. But anyway, I just want to touch on that topic because everybody's saying that, like, matter of fact, who the fuck are you to say that you are the king of R&B? First of all, that part I don't understand. What have you done? What have you proven? What albums have you put out that ain't with Birdman? Like, I don't get it. Somebody tell me if you know the answer to this. Make sure you tweet me at Alamo910 or Instagram Young Alamo910 or Alamo910. We got both of those pages going. But yeah, Jacquees, like, I don't even know why I'm still talking about this situation after everybody done talked on the topic, but I gotta make sure that I touched on the topic as well. You don't have no hits at all. Only person that is the king of R&B is alleged pedophile R. Kelly. He's it, whether you like it or not. I don't like it, but it is what it is. New Age, Chris Brown is probably the closest thing to it. They keep bringing Trey Songz in it, but I don't see where Trey Songz has any classic at. If they talking about his first album as a classic, but I still don't see that as a classic. I can't name you 3 songs off of that album. I couldn't even give you a verse verbatim. You know, when we talk about classics, we talk about the impact that people had, or shit, man, the way they made people feel. Like, music used to give people a certain, well, me anyway, I can't really speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people can attest to what I'm saying. It's to give you a feeling. Whatever the song was about and whatever was going on in your life, if you connected with it, you listen to that over and over and over again, and it actually became a part of your life. And it actually, for me, a lot of songs helped me to overcome a lot of things in my life because I've done a lot of bad stuff back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say currently, but it's things that has happened that I'm not proud of, but I done it and I don't regret it to take it back because it makes me who I am today. You know what I mean? But song, back to what I'm saying. Singing used to really touch people's soul. A lot of time right now, you're not really touching people's soul. You just trying to touch the pussy. You know what I mean? You trying to touch the soul or you trying to touch the pussy? If you trying to touch the pussy, you're not going to touch the soul. If you touch the soul can touch the pussy. I don't think you're going to understand what I'm saying. The soul, if you touch the soul, you can touch the pussy. If you touch the pussy, you can't touch the soul. A lot of people might say, oh, you wrong. You tear the pussy up, you can get into the soul. No, you got to get the soul first. Then you can get to the pussy the right way. But that's another episode. But Jacquees, you're not the king. Stop being disrespectful. If Keith Sweat was a real, I ain't gonna say Keith Sweat not a real nigga, but if he was a real nigga that ain't really give a fuck, he probably would have smacked the shit out you right there on TV. And certain people they probably wouldn't even put you in front of to say that because it probably would be an issue, or you probably wouldn't even made it out of there because in the dressing room it would have been a major issue. You know what I'm saying? But Jacquees, just give it up, bro. Tory Lanez, disrespectful. I don't know why you going at Royce 5'9" for. You can't rap better than him. He don't sing. You can't beat him up. Leave the shit alone, bro. Please leave the shit alone. I like Tory Lanez. Like, I can't give you a whole bunch of songs, but the songs that I do know, like I play them over and over again. So I can't front on him or nothing. Like he trash because he's not. He is better than Joyner Lucas though. Let's go ahead and make that established. Joyner Lucas is nice though. He is nice. Another thing I want to get into, Star and academics. Now this is the funniest shit ever, right? Cause I think Star is like 50 years old, something like that. Academics 30 or pushing 30 in the next year or so. Why are these two even beefing? Y'all beefing over what? Over what? These niggas is beating their chest at each other. And they don't even work. They work in the same field, but they not in really. They in the same lane, but they not in the same lane. Star already had his lane. He already made his path. Maybe he's just trying to come back and stay relevant. I don't know. But I kind of like Star. Star talk that shit. He don't never give a fuck. And he keep that pistol. And it's legal and he don't mind popping you. And he used to tell you, he'll tell you, yeah, I used to be a coke head or whatever. So like, shit like that, like, you got to give kudos to motherfuckers like that. Even though they might do slimy shit, but if a motherfucker tell you, yeah, I'm slimy, you might want to believe him. If you didn't believe him and you got slimed, then that was your fault because he told you what he was. So motherfuckers like that, I appreciate their character. They might not be the most honorable people, but they're real. And at the end of the day, I can accept that. You know what I mean? As long as they can accept them as for who they are, I can accept them for who they are as well. So Star and academics though, both of them catch a L. On the back block, we're gonna tell people who give L. We're gonna give a lot of L's out. But we're gonna give out real L's. You know what I mean? One thing I do want to talk about. Fucking Champagne Poppy. I don't even feel right saying that shit. Drake. Why are you posing like you a bad bitch when you're on Instagram? I don't know if you're hanging out with the Jenners or them too much, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, bro. I don't fucking know. You look like you got your eyebrows shaped. And you keep posing and you keep moving your lips like you're doing a fucking duck lip challenge. And I don't fucking like it at all. I don't think that you should be doing that, bro. I really don't. And I don't even like, when I scroll past, I don't even like looking at you. I said, man, what the fuck is this nigga doing, man? And you keep doing this shit. Keep turning his head to the side like, man, what the fuck is you doing, bro? Oh, I don't know, man. I need some, where my lighter at? I need a hit of this good weed. But yeah. But stop it. Whatever you doing, Dre, whoever telling you to do this, tell them to stop. It's some females that's telling you, yeah, we like that. Stop doing it. For the real niggas, please stop doing it. I want to get into the Breakfast Club about Corrupt talking about Drake getting shot. I see they covered that up real good. Now, I heard about this a long time ago, but I ain't never really looked into it. Probably never really cared as much, but a lot of it's coming out and people want to know. Dr. Dre did get shot in both legs. And what's so funny is DJ Envy asked Corrupt a question, and he was like, so what happened to the guys? He's still alive? I'm sure he's not alive. Are you trying to fucking implement a murder? And that man is locked up now. Now, certain things I'm with and certain things I ain't with. That's just almost as bad as Ebro saying whatever he said to Kodak Black. Now that was some fucked up shit too. But we're gonna get into that in a second. But you shouldn't be asking questions like that, bro. Especially to somebody that didn't even do it. He wasn't there. He couldn't tell you exactly who did it. But we're gonna let that. I ain't even gonna let that slide. We're gonna give you a L for that, bro. But I like Envy too. You know what I'm saying? Just you stay on Envy good side. Just don't say nothing bad about his family. He gonna jump on your ass, telling you what you should do. So I respect that about Envy. But in the Ebro, that was some bitch nigga shit. Like, why the fuck would you even ask Kodak? My thing is not even what you asked him. It was more how you went about asking him the question. You already convicted this man before the courts could convict him or say anything about the situation. Everybody's trying to figure the situation out. So why would you already convict that man? Don't we have enough convicted young black men already and on the frying pan that haven't even done anything yet? And nobody even says this man is guilty or innocent. You can't, there's no way in the world that you can just convict that man and treat that man the way you said it. You was like, well, we take that very seriously. Like he already, like, you know, he did it. I don't really like that. I think that's some sucker shit. Even I heard another podcast, Jack Frost podcast, and I like Jack. I like that podcast as well. Or YouTuber, whatever it may be. But I heard somebody else on there, and they was convicting Kodak too, and this was a black nigga from the hood. And I know this nigga can't be rich. I know this nigga is probably like a regular old nigga. You know what I'm saying? That go to work, scramble, just like everybody else scrambling. And you saying that, oh, I know people like that. I know that character. You don't know that man character. You never even met that man. Only thing you know is from what that man gives off, and he's giving off or of what he wants to give off. You know what I mean? He's not giving off, I don't think, everything of him through Instagram. You know what I mean? Now, he probably give you peaks of his real life. I think when he's taking care of his kid or got his kid and he's smiling and his mom is washing his hair, putting that aloe plant in it and stuff like that, I think like that's the real Kodak. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the street shit, yeah, it is Kodak because he's going through a lot of things, so you know that he's really about that life. But I think those points show the real person, and I don't think that person will be out here touching or trying to rape little white girls. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking believe that at all. You can take that and shove it up your ass or take it out however you want. So you know what I mean? So we're going to give blessings to Kodak first of all and prayers for him and his family and hoping everything go well before we're going to start ridiculing any young black man. You know what I mean? I'm never going to do that. I ain't going to say I'm older, but I'm in my 30s. I'm in my mid-late 30s. You know what I mean? But I know what's going on. Very much so than even some young 21, 18-year-olds. Trust me when I tell you I know and I understand what's going on. You know what I mean, in the world today, in the new world that we live in, because this is not the world from the 90s, from the late 80s or the 90s or even the early 2000s. This is a beginning millennial process that's 18 years old. And this is a new world that we living in. And I don't think that we understand that. But the young kids and the younger generation, they're showing how the world is changing, and they're connecting and they're catching on. Even me, I catch on late, but I ain't gonna say I catch on late. Maybe I procrastinate for a long time because I was on Instagram and Twitter damn near right after it started. I was telling people about it, and they was like, "What is that?" You know what I mean? But I had an account. I just was on stuff early, MySpace, all that stuff. I was on it before it was a wave. I just never pushed the envelope. Now I'm pressing the envelope because it's time to really make some money, take care of some people the right way. Had to come back. I'm back. Y'all wouldn't know, but I had to, my blunt was broke. I had to fix it. But anyway, I also want to touch on the topic of it's a topic that certain people I guess don't want to touch on. It's kind of sensitive, but like the African Bambaataa topic, and like I think the guy Hassan Campbell, I think he brought it to life, about him molesting little kids and little things like that. Well, I ain't gonna say little things like that. Big things like that is very bad and very disgusting. I don't like it at all. I'm not with none of that. Anybody that's with that, I'm not on your side at all. And I probably could care less how you feel about it. King Erner, he's touched on it and been snatching on it. I want to get on the topic of him too, because I like what he's been doing too. He's been trying to change the mind, the mentality of the youth of looking up to drug dealers and drug lords and people that's been in the streets and stuff like that, to change their mind frame to positivity and that type of thing. I can't do nothing but salute. I can't say nothing bad about the guy. You know, everybody gets into their tips with other people and whatever it is, whatever it may have you, but we're all human at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And if you come from a certain place or cut from a certain cloth, you're not gonna take disrespect or any talk any type of way. I'm from that. You're not gonna talk to me any type of way. I'm probably gonna 23-1 before I let you do anything that you want to do to me. You know what I mean? And I don't promote no negativity, but certain things have to be checked, certain things have to be understood, and certain consequences have to be because of our actions. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So you could take that with a grain of salt, or you could take that for food for thought. But like I said, I'm not with that, with the kids and doing stuff like that, the kids and stuff like that, and changing the mentality, because you're making these kids murderers. You know what I mean? Like you got to think what that could do to a person. You know what I mean? And a lot of those people are people that end up robbing people and killing people for no reason. You know what I mean? It's because it's a mentality thing. It's like PTSD. You know what I mean? My father has it. I understand. I understand it. You know what I mean? It's not like me just talking it. I understand. A lot of these things I talk about, I talk because I feel it. You know what I mean? Like certain things happen in my life where I connect. So I talk to certain things. Like I've never been molested or nothing like that, but I know people that have. I've been abused in a way, like, you know, beat bad as a kid, like beat up. You know, not just getting a spanking or something like that, but I mean like getting beat up, kicked in the face, and almost getting hit in the head with a hammer and shit like that, and pans and shoes thrown at your head. Like that's the type of era that I come from, and I don't even agree with that. That's why I don't like I don't believe in beating kids to a certain point. I believe in disciplining a child, but I don't believe in beating a child up. I don't even hit women. You know what I mean? And I've been on the street and had women on the street. You know what I mean? And yeah, we might have gotten a rift, but I've never been a gorilla pimp. You know what I mean? And it's a difference. You know what I mean? Not saying that was good or trying to even glorify that, but I'm just letting you know that, like, I understand I'm really from that cloth. No matter, you may not know me from a can of paint, but know that cloth that I am very much from. So that Bambaataa, you catch a big L, man. Funk Flex, you catch a big L posting pictures with this guy. I don't even really want to stay on the topic because it's disgusting, and they know better. Grown ass men, older than us. They supposed to be telling my generation or the generation before me, and y'all just showing that y'all was just straight weird the whole time. I grew up in music and I love music, and music is one of the biggest parts in my life. If you looked at a pie, and if it was sliced, music would probably have the biggest slice. if that makes any sense. But I don't. Flex, you're out of here, bro. I'm not even feeling. They really need to get you out of here. I don't even know what it. Vlad TV. You trying to get money off of it too? I'm not with none of that. I'm not with none of y'all with that. Y'all can keep all that. But I do want to talk about some of the rappers that was locked up as well. You had AR from Philadelphia, his team OBH. You had Rollo from Atlanta. His team, a lot of his team locked up. You got 6ix9ine. A lot of his team locked up. All on federal charges. Some looks worse than others on paper. I'm not going to get into anyone's case because all the cases are fresh. So I want to tell everyone that I'm praying for you and your families and all the guys. And I hope everybody beats and comes home. I ain't God, so I can't say that who deserves what or who should have what. That's in his hands. But I do pray for black men that are incarcerated, that hearts were more pure than the hate that people were trying to put on these people. You know what I mean? Like, I just think a lot of these people have bigger hearts and were doing more good than they were doing bad. At one point of their life, maybe they were doing bad and maybe they have to go through certain trials and tribulations to learn and become bigger and better men. That much I also understand too. But I don't see them as bad as the people that saying they are. And I don't know none of these guys. I don't know none of them. I don't know none of their friends or anything. I'm just telling you what I see, like the average person. But I'm a hood street nigga, and certain things is just like, or not know, certain things that you feel, that you could feel a vibe from a certain person. Now, you may not know, you may be totally wrong, but certain people can feel that vibe. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys that can feel that vibe. I hope everybody had a great holiday. This right here is my first podcast. I'm glad whoever listens to it, thank you for listening. The episodes will get better. The content will get better. We will talk about more things. Any comments that you want to leave or anything that you ever want to talk about. I'm going to also soon be talking to anybody that wants to call in, that wants to talk about any of the subjects that we're talking about. We're going to have all that set up. So in the next 2 to 3 episodes, we'll be incorporating that as well. So I just want to thank y'all again for coming out and listening to the Bak Blok Talk podcast. Holla at your boy.